The big talk this last few weeks has been the second round pick from last year, Yam Madar,
Yep.
who's probably going to be on their summer league team, and from there they'll decide whether or not that's a guy that you bring into camp, and thus you got to work on a buyout with his current team overseas, or whether you just have him play another year overseas and just kind of see where that goes. I've seen the videos of him playing. Looks like a good player. I listened to Austin Ainge, who's involved in scouting for the Celtics. He talked about him today, and he mentioned that Yam has basically done everything that they were hoping he would do and accomplish at this point in the year that he was part of the Celtics family as far as them drafting him and what he was able to do on the court. So they're really at this point, it's just a matter of can he put together enough good games in summer league to make them feel good about bringing him over. And I got to be honest with you. I think it's a great story,
Mhm.
but if I'm trying to pin my hopes on success on a second round pick, I'm not quite where I need to be as a
Yeah.
team. I've got
Yeah.
probably more questions about my team than I'm right now feel comfortable answering.
And this team's already young enough for you to, like you said, bank everything on a 20-year-old. I don't
Mhm.
I don't see that as being the yes, he could be part of the future, but he should not be the sole part of the Celtics future
Right,
at all.
right. There'll be a lot of talk about him, but the more I hear people talk about Yam Madar, it feels like I'm watching that Jagged Edge song play out right before me. We ain't getting no younger, so we might as well do it. Let's just bring him over here. Might as well do it. Let's just get married to Yam
Just
Madar.
do
Bring
something,
him,
right?
and
What what's our last resort, essentially?
I'm like, I don't know about this. I'm not sure about this. I think
Right.
he's a guy that over time, when I've seen the videos I've seen of him, he absolutely has NBA potential. He could
Mhm.
very well be a good player in the NBA. But I think back to a few years ago, there was a guy named James Young who the
Heard
Celtics
that.
drafted in the lottery. Who, by the way, as
What's
as
he
as
doing now?
crazy as cosmic as things can be in the world, James Young just so happens to be on the same international team as Jean Madar. Ain't that a funny thing?
Really? Oh,
Yes,
is it the
and their
Israeli
stats,
team?
yeah, and their
Oh, wow.
stats are very similar. So I'm like, he's a different
Bring
player
back
than James
James
Young.
Young.
He's a different player than James Young,
Yeah.
but production-wise, he's
Wow, I
about
forgot
the
about
same
him.
as James Young. And
Okay.
that got me to thinking, he's not going to be another James Young, is he?
Hi guys, Cedric Maxwell here. I want to take a minute to tell you about Marigold Medical. I'm used to keeping my body in great shape, but with arthritis, even the most simple everyday tasks became unbearable. As soon as I called Marigold Medical, I knew I was in good hands. No drugs, no surgery, just an experienced team of caring professionals that wanted to get me back to doing the things I love. Make the call to Marigold Medical and get back to pain-free life.